So if you like these kind of things, please subscribe, hit the notification bell, and we will be friends with a very long-term friendship. Okay, so today we are doing Sagittarius general reading for May 2020. I just want to remind you that this reading is for every Sagittarius in the whole world. So that said, there may be things that don't resonate with you. If you're lucky, or if it's just, a message that you actually need to really hear today, the whole message will be for you, which in that case would be awesome. But I set the intention that whoever watches gets a message. So let's focus on that. So and relax, and let's just have a little bit of fun time together while we see what's going on for Sagittarius in May 2020. We could all use guidance at this time with everything going on, and things are just so up in the air and uncertain. It's nice to have some guidance. So let's do that. Just a couple more shuffles. Hope you guys are having a good day. Alrighty, so we're going to start out with 3 preliminary cards before we put out the full spread, because I'm finding that it's pretty cool to just kind of get a little message up front, and then it always seems to play into the main message. Pretty cool that happens. I'm not doing reversals because I don't care about doing reversals today. And it doesn't really matter because all of it is intuitive. These are just something to help give you a visual and help describe the message. So yeah, doesn't matter. One more card. Let's see what we got. We have the 8 of Pentacles, and we have the Hangman, and we have the 6 of Cups. That 6 of Cups keeps coming up, coming up. The bottom of the deck is a 6 of Rods, so not sure how that'll play into it. But you have one major arcana, which is the Hangman, and 8 of Pentacles, which has to do with earthly needs, material needs, finances, abundance, jobs, career, success, that kind of thing, stability. And this is an 8, so this is somebody who's working at it steadily, keeps working at it and working at it and working at it and working at it. And I heard working at it tirelessly. It's interesting that this comes up because at this time, I don't know how many people are, I guess everybody's working at something. So it could be your material needs. That makes sense, but let's see what else is coming through here. With this Hangman, I'm getting take a pause and be open to looking at things from a different perspective. The 6 of Cups. So what I'm hearing about this, usually it means that someone from your past is coming back in, but what I'm getting is life review. It's a time for you to pause. Just really review your life, where you've been, what you've done, what has really worked for you, what really makes you thrive, and what do you really want forward. And that's, something that I don't think a lot of people are considering. Everybody's not, I'm not saying everybody, but the mass majority of people are just like hanging on the edge of a ledge instead of really making any solid movement for themselves or solid decisions for themselves. And basically, to be honest, what I'm hearing is a lot of people are living from a place of victim of circumstance. And I'm here to tell you that is probably not your best decision to do. Don't be in the waiting game. Don't hang on the side and wait for this world to dictate what is what's going to happen to you. You have the power within you to say, my life is important, what I'm here to do is important, even if you don't know what that is. You're not here just as a circumstance or a victim of circumstance and waiting on the sidelines to see what happens so you can then fit into some slot somewhere based on that. No, you need to keep working towards what you want for yourself and your stability, your safety, your needs being met. And if that means right now, take a pause and do a little bit of a review of your life and see really what things, I keep hearing thrive, like what things really made you feel like you were thriving in your life. What are the things that are super important to you in your life? And then from there, make some decisions to your future. So even though it's saying to pause and think about it, it's in an effort to continue to build that for yourself. So we're going to put those aside and see what comes through for your spread. Hello everyone, thanks for being here. Feel free to say hi and like and share whatever you feel like doing. If you don't feel like saying hi or liking and sharing, then don't. Do whatever you want. I'm not here to tell you what to do. I'm just here to help if I can. So let's do a spread for Sagittarius May 2020. What guidance needs to come through to help Sagittarius for May 2020? First card out is Three of Cups. It's a celebration. It's a community. It's gathering. So that's interesting. One thing that I'm noticing about that card, though, is that one person is not looking, it has their back to the person looking at it. And so I feel like, let me see what's up here. I'm seeing people not seeing eye to eye. Like these are friends, and they usually, friends get along. Friends, not that all friends see eye to eye, but usually there's a common thread and some sort of harmony in there. Otherwise, you're probably not really meant to be friends. But I'm seeing some disturbance here. You look at their faces, they don't look really like they're celebrating. It's like the elephants in the room, which is the flower behind them. And these two that are facing towards us, they're looking at this other one like, what in the hell are you talking about? Like not liking her, what she has to share. So this is really interesting because it kind of feels like what we're going through in a lot of situations during this time. I have never gotten that meaning for this card before. Usually it's a celebration, it's a happy time. This is not. This is friendships not meshing. The next card out was the Emperor, which is another major arcana. This is somebody that knows his stuff. He's wise, he's been around the corner a lot of times. He's very smart, he is very confident, he knows what to do, he knows how to get things, he's no nonsense. Also has this energy of set in his ways, but he has a lot of experience and he has a lot to offer if people listen. But and usually this is an older man. So that's at the base of this. So I'm not sure how that's relating, but we will see. The next card out is the Knight of Cups. So something's coming in. So this is very interesting because it makes zero sense right now. So let me just put down the rest of the cards because I want to see what is going on here. This is kind of intriguing, mysterious, and strange. There's a lot going on here. Not really liking the energy of that Emperor, I'll tell you that. Okay, so I'm getting this, the Three of Rods, the Seven of Pentacles, the King of Cups falls out on its own. This is very interesting. Okay, the next card is the Fear position. Wonder what that's going to be. At least this is keeping me interested. Ten of Pentacles. Well, that's good, I suppose. We'll see. Wow, Ten of Cups. That's pretty good. This is a very strange read. Ace of Cups, new beginning. Two of Wands. Okay, these crystals are like in the way. Move over. Move over, crystals. You're in the way. Cheers. Green tea. Okay. Can you guys see? I don't want my tea to get in the way. No, we don't. I think you can see. All right, let's see what's going on here. So the first thing I like to do is look for any patterns. If you've watched my things, you will know that. So what am I noticing? I'm noticing, the first pattern I'm noticing is some pretty intense male energies here. The ones that are pretty strong and men that are mastered in what they know. And I also see Pentacles, which is material needs being met, whether that's financial. It usually has to do with money, but it can be of security, finances, career, jobs, success, which you have this Pentacles that came up the first thing in the beginning, talking about keep working at it. So you have that, and you have two more that come in here, and you have some cups and some wands. So you have a sprinkling of all kinds of things. So let's get into this. I want to know what's going on here. So the first thing I'm getting is, yes, there's a disturbance here between you, friendships or family, somewhere, some close relationship. These chicks are looking at the other one like, I don't know what planet you just fell off, but whatever you think, like, that's not the way we think. That is a thing going on these days. I'm getting that this is crossing this. So this, what I'm getting is, this is authorities that are dominant in our society right now. So people like government or leaders or whatever, scientists, doctors, what those kind of leaders, you know, there may not all be like leaders, but you know what I mean, those kind of professionals. But I'm getting this is very heavy towards the government stuff that's going on. This energy doesn't feel good, to be honest. And that's not how I normally feel about the Emperor, but it's coming through that I'm just feeling a very strong kind of very dominant, pressured energy. And what I'm getting is whatever's happening here is a result of this. And it makes sense because that is definitely going on. But since it's for you, Sagittarius, this is something for you to realize that is happening in your realm. And to watch, like, how are your relationships going? Have they been interrupted by what's been going on with, what do they call that? Not Uncle Sam, Big Brother, whatever. I don't even really want to go into that stuff. So at the basis of this is a Knight of Cups. And the Knight is a somebody that is bringing something to you. So you're getting delivered something. And what I'm hearing is you're getting delivered what you should think you need to be doing for your future. So this is really interesting because you are, from what I'm getting so far, Sagittarius, you are really being affected by what's happening. And what did I say in the beginning of this reading? I said, don't wait around and sit on the sidelines and let what's happening in the world dictate where you fit in next. That was the first thing I said with these first three cards. And then here it is saying that's actually what you're doing. So for the Sagittarius is that this is affecting, number one, if it's obvious to you, pay attention. You don't want to go that track. You really don't. You never want to wait on the sidelines and wait for circumstances to dictate which way you're going to go. You never want to do that regardless of what the situation is. It happens to be this situation now. That's the thing now. Because I'm hearing that these energies are just coming in so strongly that it's somehow really affecting you. I'm getting so hot right now telling you guys this message. So I know your angels and guides are sitting here wanting to get this message to you. What I'm sensing is you either know that this is happening or you're not really aware that you're falling into this. So if you're not aware of it, check yourself and just see, okay? Because you don't want to fall in this pattern. And what I'm hearing is, you know, whatever's happening here is affecting your life and relationships, but it's also telling you you're like getting the vibe, the messages, the energy of something else or someone else or other factors or circumstances that are telling you which way you're going to go next. Normally, this Three of Rods is waiting for your ships to come in. But the message I'm getting is, yeah, you're waiting, and you're waiting to see which way to go with what happens. Don't do that. Like, that same message keeps coming through. So just ahead, this is the Seven of Pentacles. And this is the one that comes right before this one. Okay, so this is somebody who's been working at building finances, or trying to get a job, or trying to secure some sort of career thing, or trying to get some sort of material success. That's getting tired, like feels like all of the energy that they're putting into it, it's like, gosh, am I ever going to get anywhere? Like, this is so tiring. I just keep doing it and doing it and doing it. It just feels like I'm not getting anywhere. And so I can feel that is a weakened energy. So that's weakening your personal power by thinking like that. And I know we're human. We get like that sometimes. We get impatient sometimes and think, honestly, could be working, dealing, and not seeing things come into fruition. But it's important for you to be much more in your personal power and not get into a weakened state, because then you will fall into this pattern of, you know, whatever comes your way, you'll kind of just adjust into it and go that way. So that's just ahead of you. Like, if you feel like you're tired and you've been putting energy towards something that just doesn't feel like it's working, don't give up, because as you can see in both of these, the clouds, it's cloudy. It's not clear for you yet. The energy, I'm getting chills. When I say I'm getting chills, that means like the message that I'm saying is so important for you to hear. So I hope you hear it. That energy needs to clear a little bit more for you to see your clearer path. So just don't give up before it happens. Just stick with what you're doing. Stick with what you're doing. Stick with what works for you. Stick what is for you. Stick with what's important to you. Don't wait around for these circumstances to mold your life for you. Don't do that. So what I'm getting with this King of Cups is this is the near future, and the King cards are somebody who has mastered their area of expertise. So this is somebody, is a cup card, so he's a kind person. He's, emotionally sound. He is giving. He is intuitive, and none of these states in a weakened state. He's a very strong person. He's really mastered his ability to stay above the noise, to stay above the chaos, to see things for the truth. And what they're asking you to do, your guides and your angels, is to seek out people that are this kind of a positive force. ones that don't get caught up in the drama of things, because the longer you stay in those dramas, the dramas will always be there. Those things are never going to leave. They're never going to be solved. As long as somebody could still think about them, or there's writing about it somewhere, or a video about it somewhere, it is alive. The only way that anything will die, anything, whether it's a cause, whether it's anything, good, bad, ugly, is if there is never another thought about it again, and there's no remnants of it whatsoever. Okay? So right now it's important for you to reach higher in your perspectives. Get out of I don't want to call you a victim, but it's like the victim of circumstances. Get out of all of that stuff that's playing out, because it's just like sitting in the middle of a ping pong game and not knowing which side's going to hit and what's going to hit you and what's going to strike you, and rise above that. Find the leaders, the guidance, the teachers, the wisdom of somebody who is very refined and balanced and looks at things from a higher perspective and is emotionally stable, because this person will help you a lot. This person will give to you what you really need. And I'm hearing that this will be a resource that helps springboard you in the most positive way. So it's really important that you get out of this other energy and seek for this while you're continuing to work towards what you're working for. It could be somebody that is involved. Well, it doesn't have to do with anything about what you're working towards necessarily, because this is financial and earthly needs, and this is more emotional, intuitive, supportive, learning to receive, the ability to receive. So I just feel like this person has a really even energy. So what I'm getting is, since this is in the near future, keep your eyes open. Like, set the intention that you would like to meet this person, or you might know this person. But set the intention that you get in your awareness who this is and go work with this person. Because that person is going to be the one that helps you. This all stuff just seems very hindering and distracting. It's not going to help you whatsoever. So your fear position is the 10 of Pentacles. And so this is what your biggest fear is right now. So again, here comes the Pentacles. Your earthly survival needs, money, safety, finances, career, job, success, those kind of things. And being worried that you're not going to have what it takes to keep your family, or it doesn't have to be a family, it can be just you, but your ability to have your finances in order in a way that you're going to feel secure, happy, at peace, and have what you need. Now, that said, it's in the fear position. So regardless of what the issue that comes up for the fear, the message is always, don't be afraid of not having this. So don't be afraid that you're not going to have the security you need. Okay? That's why it's important for you to continue working at what you're working at. Just keep at it. I feel like you're going to get some answers that you don't expect, that you don't even know that you need. But you have to get through this process of eliminating all this drama that's going on. And remember, going back to contemplate what's really worked for you in the past and what's really important for you now, and continue to keep that vision and make sure your work is aligned with it. Keep working at it. This person is going to be a big help, but not only that, I'm getting that you're going to get some answers that to help you with this worry, insecure feeling about your livelihood or your ability to have what you need to survive. It's going to come in, but you have to keep your energy aligned. If you mess around with this circumstantial stuff, then you are going to have a hard time with what you need. But if you listen and you step out of this, then you will get the guidance you need to have what you really are worried about and what you need. So don't worry. Worry doesn't help anything. The best thing you can do is keep focusing on what you need to be focusing on. So this is how people around you are seeing you, and this is awesome. It's a 10 of Cups. So interesting. This is the 10 of Pentacles, where you're worried about having the finances, etc., to survive and live a decent life where you can have some peace with it. This is the card that says happy family life, having happiness, having your cups filled, having the abundance that you need, having happy relationships. So your fear is that you won't, and people around you see that you do. So this is a good energy because people are holding this energy for you. And if other people can feel that and see it for you, then you need to ride that energy and stop worrying, because that will really help you. So this is your hopes and your fears, and it's an Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups, and that's a new beginning. Another cup card. Okay, you have a lot of cups. That's the happy home, happy life. It's the king that is meant for you to connect with. It's the past and doing your review on what really worked for you, what really brought that feeling of thriving and fulfillment for you. So here we go. It's a hope that you'll have this new beginning, and it's a fear that you won't. So again, this fear that you won't have what you need, that fear is real. That's your biggest fear right now. And it's important to know what your biggest fears are, because you want to address those. You want to address the biggest fears and move them out of the way. Get okay with it. Have a conversation with yourself. You know what? Just for today, I'm not going to worry about this. I'm just going to keep focused on what I need to do to build my business, to get more money, to find that job, to have that career, to fix my finances. Like, I'm just going to focus on doing what I need to do instead of spending my time worrying. Because if you worry, then the fear will be real about not having the new beginning. And you want to have the new beginning. So you need to really address that fear. All right? I do healings, and I can really help with these kind of things, like moving these kind of fears out that you don't, if you have a hard time getting yourself around that. So there is help for these kind of things. If you feel stuck, don't ever feel like there's not help, because there is help. And by the way, this king could be a man or a woman. And it could be a Pisces, Cancer, or Scorpio. It's a water sign, but it doesn't have to be. But I just want to let you know, don't think it's just a man. It could be a woman. Those court cards don't have to necessarily be a man or a woman. So your probable outcome, if you listen to the guidance and do the guidance, your probable outcome is the Two of Rods. And what this is somebody that's deciding what they want to do next. So my sense with this is, because you're in a space now where you are working on something, and if you're not, you need to be. Whatever you need to fix, especially when it comes to your material needs or your earthly needs of security, finances, money, job, all of that, or some kind of success, you really have to start focusing on that if you haven't. But I'm really sensing these are people who already are doing that and feeling a little frustrated about it. It'll take you to the next level. So I feel like you will get past this fear. You'll get to that point of having the finances, having the job, having the security, all your needs met, and you'll have that happy home. So I feel like that's the next step. So you'll meet this person, you work on what you need to work on, contemplate what really worked for you in the past so you can do more of that, what really matters to you. Keep an eye open for this person that's going to help you. I already described why and who this person is. If you missed it, go back to the beginning. In the meantime, do your best to say, you know, just for now, I'm not going to focus on this. I need to put all my focus towards what I need to focus on. And you will get this being able to have this happy home life, whatever it is, whatever that means to you. You will get it. You will have that new beginning. So I see you going to a good place if you can do this. And then once you have the new beginning, you actually get to decide, now what do I really want? So I feel like this is something you have to do to survive right now. It's not necessarily, I mean, it could be something you enjoy, but it feels more of a survival mode type thing. Even if you love it, it's like you have to do it because you need it to survive. But once you get that, because it's going to come in, then you get to look again and make a decision of what way you want to go next, which is going to be a lot more fulfilling, a lot more connected with what fills your heart and your destiny and all those things, which is why you want to do this. Okay, that's why you want to do this contemplation, because once you get through this hump you're in to get to your needs being taken care of, then you're going to get to another new beginning, and you get to decide on what you want to do. And this is going to be something that you're going to enjoy. It's not going to be purely out of necessity. It's going to be I mean, it could have to do with your work, but it's going to be coming from a place of, this is what I want to do now. This is what I'm going to enjoy doing now. So, Sagittarius, you just need to get away from the negative, chaotic junk that's going on in society right now. Keep yourself out of that and start focusing on you and follow the plan, and you're going to get what you need. I see that. I see that you're going to get what you need. And so this is for the month of May 2020. So do what you need to do to get what you're going to get. And I'm just going to pull an archangel card just to get any last message for you. Sagittarius, May 2020, a message from the archangels. Gentleness. Archangel Sandalphon, he's the archangel that takes your prayers to God to be answered. Be very gentle with yourself at this time. Surround yourself with gentle people, situations, and environments. Totally makes sense, right? You got the guidance. Don't be around this harsh, chaotic energy where people are playing tug-of-war. That tug-of-war will go on forever. And if it's not that tug-of-war, it's going to be another tug-of-war. Tug-of-war will just be something that will always be there. Doesn't mean you need to invite yourself to the game. Treat yourself with gentleness. Take care of yourself. Work on what you need to work on for you. If you don't take care of yourself, no one's going to take care of yourself. No circumstance is going to take care of you. You got to be the one that takes care of yourself and takes control of your personal power, your personal needs, and everything that goes with that. So I hope you enjoyed that, Sagittarius. Please remember and subscribe to my YouTube channel. Click on the notification bell so you get notice when I upload video. I'm happy to be able to do this for you today. Have a great day and